Why would you do it? Can anyone tell me why would you do it? In this Versus video, I'm going to attempt to answer the question, why in the world would you wear a bulky, two-toned, triple-soled runner like the Balenciaga Triple S when you could be running around like a ninja wearing a sleek, modern-looking sock shoe like this Versace? Okay, so let's start with the obvious winner, the Versace Sock Shoe, because if you ask the people at Complex, I got a link to a video from a couple years ago, the people at Complex will say that the Balenciaga Triple S is bulky and ugly, overpriced, and overrated. I would agree with them at some point, but we will get back to that later. Starting with the Versace Sock Shoe, this is a shoe I bought on impulse at Neiman Marcus off their display rack at a considerable sale, and I did find it online cheaper, much cheaper later on, so if you are to look for sales now, you will find this probably for maybe even $100 less than what I bought it for. This shoe is made from 100% rubber, leather, and spandex elastane. It was comfortable enough to wear all day in New York City. I did wear it throughout Central Park all day and then at the Copacabana nightclub at night, but I ended up having to use moleskin throughout the day on the heel because it started to rub my foot here. So it was fine after that, but just because it's a sock shoe doesn't necessarily mean that it isn't uncomfortable in some ways or won't rub your feet. The shoe size was okay. I wish it came in half sizes. I'm a 9.5. This is a 9, so my toes did pinch a little bit, but in terms of the cushioning, it's fine to wear all day. So I like to style the shoe in one of two ways. The first way I like to call the ninja style, where I wear dark skinny jeans all the way down to the top of the shoe with a sock sticking out with a little bit of red accent on it. So it looks like the shoe and the pants are sort of all one thing, transitions seamlessly into the skinny jeans. And then on the top I wear like a dark t-shirt with a short sleeve shirt over top of it that has a little bit of color in it just to complement the red. I don't like to go too matchy-matchy when it comes to the accent colors. So just a little bit of, like I have a dark blue button down with a little bit of red running through it just to complement the color a little bit. And it really makes a nice sleek sort of ninja look. You can really blend into the night. And the second way I like to style this shoe is with dark skinny jeans that come over the top and then like a shirt like this on top with maybe a dark t-shirt underneath open, and it creates a little bit more of a formal athletic look for going out to dinner or something a little more nice. All right, so let's talk about the Balenciaga. This is the Triple S, which came out a couple of years ago, and there are millions of videos on YouTube about this. Okay, not literally millions, but you know what I'm saying. This is the two-tone one that came out a little bit later and did drop in price, and that's probably the only reason why I bought this shoe, is because I didn't have to spend $900 or $1,000 on it. I waited until the price dropped to about $522. I waited, I think, for someone to return a shoe at Neiman Marcus online and bought it right away. They didn't have my size, and then they did, and so I bought it after the shoe had been out for a while. So this is $522, and yeah, I don't really think it's worth the price for $1,000. I think there's many other ways you can spend your money. You can even get an alternative from Steve Madden that looks like this. Now personally, I don't like the shoe as much. I can't wear it with as many things, but I'll probably do another video on this Steve Madden sort of knockoff. So now we get to the question, why in the world would anyone wear this shoe? It clearly was some sort of marketing ploy to sell more shoes or something, but I love what the creator said about the shoe when he created it. In an interview with Quartzy online publication, the Triple S creator Demna Gvasalia said it was really absolutely a proportional exercise of footwear and not any kind of gimmicky play with what was ugly or not ugly in shoe design. The article went on to say that he explained that he prefers the look of large shoes, which he finds more stable and masculine, and that creating a new silhouette is what makes a product succeed. The designer liked big shoes because they looked more stable, more masculine, and I definitely think this is a good way to do that. I'm kind of a skinny guy, I have a small frame, and this is a great way to just sort of bolden your look. Now I do wear this with skinny jeans, but I try to make sure that the skinny jeans open up a little bit at the ankle instead of coming straight down onto my ankle and gripping really tight like spray-on skinny jeans. I just like to have them open up a little bit at the ankle, either with a zipper or just not quite as tight of an ankle fit. Because if you do have the really skinny spray-on jeans, which I do, that are really tight at the ankle, it just makes this thing look kind of like a clown shoe. but I really like the way that you can style this with many different colors. I can wear this with pinks, I can wear this with neon greens, or more subtle greens. I can wear this with pinks, I can wear this with subtle greens, and the fact that it's two-tone, it's very rare that you see a shoe that has two colorways on one shoe. So it definitely attracts attention, not only because of the size, but also because of this unique colorway. And I'll tell you, I really agree with this. People definitely get comments, you will definitely get people to look at the shoes and to notice them, and it's a great conversation starter just to talk to people who like shoes. And you can even buy a pair of unauthorized ones. If you don't want to spend $500 or $1,000 on these, you can buy a pair of unauthorized ones from some Chinese websites like Artemis Outlet for around 200 bucks or so. And you know, if you think it's kind of a crazy shoe, you don't really want to spend that much money on it, going unauthorized is the way to go, because you can try out the look, you can try out the style, you can see what kind of pants and shirts go with it, and just do it at a fraction of the cost, and it's basically the same shoe. So just watch out for fakes and watch out for buying secondhand versions of these that are supposed to be real, but that are actually unauthorized. So if it seems too cheap, it's probably a good reason for it. And regarding comfort, I've seen some YouTube videos talk about how you could actually wear these around and they're pretty comfortable and everything. While the materials are excellent, everything from the laces to just the leathers on the upper and the quality of the triple sole underneath, I mean, it's astounding. It really is a piece of craftsmanship compared to like this knockoff Steve Madden I have. It's just night and day, the difference in quality, but you're not going to want to walk around this all day in New York City. It's very heavy on your feet, but they're very comfortable to stand in. They don't rub my feet. They're very well made. That's one thing I like about it. Everything are down here. I wear ankle socks and no-show socks. They don't rub your skin, and they're very comfortable to stand in, but when you start walking, it does feel clunky. Your feet do feel tired. I even wore these to showing of Back to the Future in the theater recently, and I literally felt like my legs were tired at the end of reclining back and having the shoe sit up like this, and my legs sort of bent to the side, and my legs actually felt tired after sitting in a movie. I definitely would consider only wearing these out to like dinner and a movie or something like that. So that concludes the video. I think most people would vote for this shoe because it's sleek and modern looking. I vote for this shoe because it's unique and I like to be different. It's bold and brash. One more thing, you notice that I have these protectors underneath the shoes, which have done a great job of protecting the soles. I'll do another video on that a little bit later on, but this is my first video. I don't know that much about fashion. I'm just learning, but I love to talk about it. So if you like to talk about it with me, leave me a comment, and I'll see you guys on the next one.